Hi, this is Kiran from Mojo Global. Welcome to the Mojo Radio Show. Today we have as our honored guest, Kiran Gant. Kiran, welcome to the show.
Hi, Karen.
Hi. I've been excited. I have to tell our listeners to do this because I really enjoy you. You are a great person to work with. Could you tell our listeners a little bit more about your company?
Absolutely. It's great to be here. And I own a coaching company and a consulting company that's based here in Palo Alto, California, that's called Raising Resilience. And I use my long background as a high school educator and a school redesigner, and then my experiences also as a working mom and as a certified parent life and leadership coach to support busy working parents. I think this year in the pandemic, busy working parents have had a completely intense year and have learned many things. I've supported them through it, and I've really helped them to see what the power of connection and understanding child development and brain science, how that can really help them be connected and effective with their families and also remain engaged and successful at work. So I really do believe that working parents can have it all, and in my coaching circle and coaching programs, I support them to do that.
That is great. I think I told you the first time we spoke that when I had young children way back in the day, I would have loved to be able to bring you in as my counselor, especially because I had a pretty high profile job, but I also wanted to be a good mom. So I have to say thank you for what you're doing. Now, you've done this for a while. Can you tell us what your passion is behind this?
Oh, thank you so much for asking that. It's a lot of different things that go into it. I definitely am very passionate. I think that when you really dive in, for me, my personal story involves being the child of very busy, ambitious, high achieving immigrant parents who were entrepreneurs when I was growing up, and who I would say my mom often says if she could have had me as her coach, she would have as well. But I think, I grew up really respecting and admiring and loving my parents. But I think that the nature of work and the intensity of work in their lives often made it difficult to feel that kind of connection as a family. I poured my energy and self really into my academics and a lot of my other activities, which was great. And I did very well as a student and went to a good college and all of that. But I think looking back and when I started my own family, which I do have two daughters who are 11 and 8, I wanted the success and the achievement, but I also really wanted to be able to create an environment in the house where I understood how to spend time with them and how to connect with them and play with them and just understand them on a more emotional level, in addition to all of the kind of accolades and achievements. And so I set out on a with a mission to do that, when I became a mom, and found my way to all of the things that I've learned through trainings that I've received and readings that I've done and research. And then really, as soon as I learned that for my own motherhood journey, I thought, why not offer this to other parents? And that's what I've done. So yeah, it's very personal and it's also very fulfilling for me.
When I hear you talk, I think about how helpful this would be even to a business for them to purchase your time to help the people that work for them. Do you do that also?
Thank you so much for asking. I absolutely do that. I actually have studied in the field of organization development. So I've done consulting in large companies here in Silicon Valley. I've done, keynote talks and different workshops and presentations. And what I found is that I think in these incredible workplaces, Google, Facebook, Apple, all the big ones, they're offering so many things to their employees. They're offering free food, get your car washed while it's in the driveway, in the parking lot at work, free dry cleaning, the most amazing health benefits and interesting buildings and culture and all of those perks. But I think that as we're coming out of this year and everyone is slowly going to make their way back to the office or continue working from home, that what we've learned some really important lessons about how family, work, and education sort of come together and combine. And I think that people working in these companies all over the world, they really have learned that they are parents first. And when a parenting problem is on their mind, it can really take away from their productivity and their performance at work. And so in my programs, when people are being coached in this very compassionate and non-judgmental circle, they can talk about those parenting challenges in ways that I think can be very difficult to do in a regular work setting. They can get coaching support, they can get solutions, they can get just airtime for that. And then it helps clear it and it helps them be able to focus on what they need to do for work. And I think absent of this kind of support, many working parents they're carrying too much. There's too much stress. There's too many balls in the air. There's too much overwhelm. And so having a coaching circle like this really helps them to get grounded, helps them to prioritize, helps them to get the kind of support both socially and emotionally, as well as with their job, that will help them become, their best self, both at home and at work.
You stated everything so succinctly, and I was there back in the day 30 years ago. So I, again, think what you're offering is phenomenal. How would be the best way for someone to reach out to you if they have interest?
So yes, I would love for you to reach out to me. I can be reached on phone at 415-377-6791 or email Kiran@raisingresilience.com. You can also learn more about me and my work at www.raisingresilience.com. And the most important thing, if we are going to consider working together, is that you set up a call with me so that I can hear much more about you, hear about how you're doing at home and at work, provide some coaching support on that call, and help you map what I call a resilient success system blueprint, which you can begin using right away to achieve more of a sense of connection and success in all areas of your life. So I'll look forward to talking with you soon.
Oh, thank you so much for being on the show. And we really appreciate you as a client. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen.
So radio show audience, thanks for listening. And I look forward to bringing you another amazing Mojo client next time on the radio show.